You might sometimes feel dissatisfied with your life, thinking that others live better lives full of happiness and comfort. Maybe after hearing this story, this mistaken belief will change. One day, there was an owl who was completely unhappy with her life. She often compared herself to other birds and focused heavily on her flaws, which made her very sad. One day, while she was sitting on a tree, she felt a deep sadness and started to cry. Under that tree, there was a wise old man with great wisdom and intelligence. When he heard the crying, he asked her the reason. The old man said, "What's the matter, my friend? Why all this sadness and crying?" The owl replied, "I am tired of my life, sir. I feel hopeless and frustrated, especially when I see other birds. People always feel pessimistic about me, thinking I bring bad luck and misfortune. If this is my life, then perhaps death would be better." When the old man heard this, he felt great compassion for the poor owl and said, "We must be content with our lives as they are and should not make such comparisons. Other people's lives are not as beautiful as you think." But the owl was very discouraged and deeply sad, so she could not stop crying. The old man's compassion grew, but he was determined to help her, so he decided to use another method. He then said, "Don't worry, my friend. I have a magical ability to transform you into any bird you want." The owl was astonished by this offer, but her heart filled with hope. She then said, "I want to be—" But the old man interrupted her with a smile and said, "Okay, this is easy, but first I want you to go to the goose and ask her how happy she is. I will wait for your return here." The owl flew into the sky, searching for the goose until she saw one swimming in a nearby lake. She approached her and said, "How beautiful you are, goose! Your feathers are as white as milk. Your appearance inspires happiness and peace. You must be the happiest bird in the world." But the goose replied sadly, "You are mistaken, my friend. I am not happy. Look around you. The world is full of beautiful colors, and I don't have any of them. I think the parrot is the happiest bird." After hearing this, the owl flew again, eager to meet the parrot. When she finally found him in a zoo, she said, "How beautiful you are, parrot. You are full of bright colors. You must be the happiest bird in the world." But the parrot responded with visible sadness, saying, "No, my friend, you are wrong. I am not happy. In fact—" The owl was very surprised by the parrot's words and said, "If you are not happy, then who is the happiest bird?" The parrot replied, "I have thought about it very carefully. Then I looked around in this zoo and noticed that all the birds are kept here except for one bird. That bird is you, owl. So, if there is a bird that people don't try to catch and put in a cage like us, then without a doubt, it is the happiest bird." The owl was very surprised by the parrot's words. After hearing those words, the owl wished to remain in her form, to fly high in the sky freely, and to move from one place to another without fear. She returned to the old man and said, "Sir, I want to stay an owl. There is no need to transform me into any other bird because I have learned an important lesson today." Finally, the old man smiled and said, "You have made the right decision. If we look at life, we will find that this problem is very common among people. But in reality, wishing for what others have and making such comparisons can have a negative effect on us, bringing sadness, despair, and great frustration. Therefore, we should focus only on ourselves and strive to develop and progress forward with steady steps. We must learn contentment and satisfaction with what God has given us, and thank Him for the blessings He has bestowed upon us. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel, as this motivates us to always provide the best.